Oh god, it's you again. Hey! Oh, so good to see you. Oh, yes, of course. I forgot about Aunt Welma and her issues. Of course. I remember now. You were the one who said like, yeah. Hey, no fish. Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. No, we have food for you too. That's fine. We have food. If you just, we have a kids table. Just go to the kids table and, we have, I mean, we don't have enough sauce, but we have ketchup. Cheap one though, but you'll still get something. All right. No, you're welcome. Yeah, I expected you. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the host, Spider Cookie. Thank you. Let me fix my Discord here. Jesus, everything's just... I have too many windows of opportunity.
Hello, Boric.
Okay.
Greetings and salutations.
Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Bye. No, hello, Board Game Heaven. Hello, everybody. Ahoy, hello, bug. Okay, greetings, goodbye. Hey, Hypercrush, Spider, Nopish, Fedek, and Final Girl Ray Cupid, and Lani, and Jarl, Shiny. How you doing? Everybody, welcome in. Welcomed. Okay. How you doing? Huh? You doing okay? It's been a while. Time to start the bingo. The bingo should be there. Do I have to press it on? How do you start it? Mods. Stream bingo. You did it, bingo. Thank you. So, for those who do not know, this is going to be the thing for commute stuff. And now all my chat previews are broken. That's fine. Because I can just, like... Oh, God. It requires a little bit of space, doesn't it? Okay. I got this. I got this. Thing is, my stream preview doesn't show the whole thing. There we are! Now I can see the bingo too. Oh, almost. Oh yeah, that almost worked. Almost worked. How the hell did I work that? Just gotta make it as big just before it goes weird. Technical difficulties. Damn it! I knew this was gonna kick me in the end, sooner or later. Yes, so basically we were going to have a lot of just random things happening on the stream, and people can join the bingo card if they want to, and they can get a bingo. And if you do get a bingo, you can say
Bingo.
Bingo. You don't need to. Everybody can say bingo. But, you know, bingo is the thing you could say. Oh no, I forgot my drink. Chat, I have become ID 10T error. You got an error playing bingo.
1, 2, 5. Lisa, 3.
It's not a good idea. Don't you hate that thing? Especially when it's cold. When it's cold, you have like cold hands, and then you hit your hands, and it takes a while before it hurts. You know it's going to hurt. It's like... just like stubbing your toe. It's like, oh, will it hurt? Will it hurt? Yes, it will hurt. A slow brain responsiveness. But anyway, I got fancy. You want to see how fancy I've gotten? No coffee today. I do have like 50 drinks around me though. I got my shake I got my shake. I have my water. But more importantly, I have some oolong tea with my very fancy tea. Bottoms up. I'm just joking. It's pretty. It's good. It's cozy. It's very light, but it's nice. Water stirred, not shook. Okay, chat. So this is a community stream, and I have no idea what you want to do. So this is the first. This is a pilot. But the one thing we could do is to talk and catch up, and I'm going to... Oh, yeah, and also... Okay, let me just say one thing first. One thing at a time. First of all, I will randomize my playlist. The truth or dare. First of all, we can have a good chat. You can ask me about anything, and we can talk about life, or we can talk about stream, or we can talk about anything. So feel free to catch up with me and with you, or with everybody in chat. Second of all, today, so the thing is, I'm going to create a poll, and I want there to be suggestions on what we would want to add to the poll, and the poll is going to be about things you would like to see for community streams. What would you like to do, basically? So, for example, do you want to play multiplayer games together? Do you want to just watch me do dumb stuff with your small and like participation? And do you just want to see yeah, just whatever you want to do, and we can have some votes, and we can run it for like a week or something. So I will be up for the suggestions. Can we see all of your tattoos? Yeah, I only got 2 like here, so they're just small and boring anyway. Have you seen them? I will do a recap if you guys haven't seen them. Is this snake guy? This is all part of the antiquity like tattoo stuff. I missed what you said other than community. I'll recap. Snake guy, angry guy, sword. The fuck? It's so hard to show off anything. Sword with names on it from the slave war. A cool skull. And some grapes because of Dionysus. And, well, that's that side. And then there's Virtus, which means piss. No, I think it's bravery, some sort of thing. And then there's the red commander helmet, because I'm such a commander, you know. Achilles, basically. And, yeah. That's kind of it. And then there's the 5 Deadly Venoms artsy place, which has a mask of 5 animals or insects. So this is frog mask guy, you have to move around for this. Scorpion mask. Snake. And salamander. And then there's centipede. It's so awkward to show off the tattoos. You like the tattoos? I'm glad you do. I do too. Anyways, what I said is that I'm going to give you some examples. Hey! Total Dial! Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. So basically, it's going to be like, for example, things that you could suggest. I have some suggestions on my own. For example, just playing some Sims games. We can make a bigger neighborhood together, like do different experiments. People just like ask what we would like to do. I mean, recurring segments and whatever, you know. And we have like, we could play some more board games, like Monopoly, easier things. Maybe people want to play side by side. Could play Jackbox games. I don't have those yet, but we could. I think people know what the Jackbox games are. You know, those drawfuls and their what the dub and stuff. So let me just start. I'm gonna start creating the poll. So feel free to suggest if you would like to see anything in the future Silly Community stream. And don't worry if you feel like, if you want to just, if your suggestion is let Golem figure out dumb stuff, that'll be in the poll too. Let Golem, I'll just have it start. Let Golem figure out dumb stuff. Okay. Vote for what you would like to see on future community streams. So basically, I want to do this like semi-regularly, maybe twice a month for now, and we'll see what happens. I mean, we need to just see if we can get a vibe for it or whatever. How long did it take in total for the ink? It took a long while. It basically took around 7 sessions each arm. 7 sessions, around 6 hours each. Sometimes it was like 5 hours. Hours. One time it could be 7 to 8. So around 6 per times 7. Yep. That's one of the toughest ones in the multiplication table. Yeah, so then you think they're fun, but they do attract troll spider. Yeah, I think you're correct, but we can also manage that in some ways. But the thing is, you know, it can be fun. We'll see. Basically, I'm up for a lot of things. Yeah, well, thing is, doing stuff for 7 to 8 hours, getting tattooed for 7 hours. Ugh. It's a mess. I even just got on my arms. That's not too bad. But yeah, the pain, it's not that bad pain for me, but also just sitting still. For example, lying down for so long. If I need to, like, if I had this part and stuff, I just needed to lie on my back or my stomach, arm out, just like for some hours, getting worse back pains and getting pain in my arm. Great. Okay, so my first option here. Let Golem figure out the dumb stuff. I'll say the fun / dumb stuff. Another option. Sims games. Yo!
Yay.
Yay! Yay! VB! 14th month. Now I feel like a real long boy stream guy. 14 hours, I can't believe it. It's been long over a year now. Ha! What'd you know? That's actually pretty weird. Oh, over a year ago it was the journey. Ha! We were smaller kids then. I harken back to the days. Oh god! Prince?
Bye.
Oh, bye. Hype train called.
Hype train. To pick the train.
Hype train. Bingo. Events called. Thank you so much, Prince Cold, for the sub for 5 months. You're stuck at work, Weeby. It's okay. I'm not. Oh wait, I am. Okay, so I'm adding let Golem figure out. Is there a way I can show you? No. Yes, I could actually. Hold on. This is tech, stream tech. If I could have it like slightly more to the left. I can make it smaller. Hey, Zaxley. We're gonna keep adding to this list. So community's open, and I'll add my own things. Multiplayer. What can I call this one? Like games like Neverwinter Nights and Diablo and stuff. I'll call multiplayer co-op. Diablo 2. Example. Or IE. That's the one you do when you're pro, right? Diablo 2. Neverwinter Nights. What else? Neighborho? Neighbor hoop. Stuff like that. Co-ops. So that's like a story, more story-focused stuff. What are this one? Could be like golf, your friends. And similar stuff. Point and clicks on the community streams. I have point and clicks regularly. I don't think that's going to be a specific one. And I think I want to, when I play point and clicks like that, if it's just like regular one, I would probably do it as a regular stream because I would pay attention to the game more closely. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Lament Fighter. Lament Fighter. Good options here. Go away. Go away. It won't go away. Oregon Trail, yep.
History like the Democratic Party.
And similar.
Hello, Boric.
Different versions and similar games. There we go. For that bus drive game, oh my. So, I think there will be a segment that I will have, which is an AI battler. AI battles, worms, fighting. I probably will do those anyway to begin with because I have them kind of planned and I think they will be fun. And that's going to be with predictions, of course. Yeah, battles and point prediction. How do I make this? Well, basically AI battles. We can basically vote, predict them with your points. You know, and that's part of the reason why I got this new one. Look, did you see the new redeem? Request pixel object for the couch scene. You see that? thank you for the hype train. 3 subs. That's a very cozy hype train. It's just like a... That's like a hype train track. It just got up to the point where it received the hype train and it was like, yeah, this is nice. We did it. Yeah, exactly. Like Oregon Trail similar games, that could be a thing. Racing games. I mean, multiplayer racing games could be a thing. Right? No, it wasn't meant as a, oh, we only got to one part. It was just meant as a funny, funny pointer outer spider. It's like, oh, we got there. It wasn't meant to say like, oh, it's the bare minimum. What kind of support is this? La 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 la. It wasn't meant like that. I like to point things out, just like I pointed your weird fucking shit. I have one more myself. I got like Daggerfall, Unity, plus the mods, also Elder Scrolls in general. Just like maybe a segment for like having Elder Scrolls play arounds and mods and whatever. I don't know. I just had figured it out, so. Yeah, board games. Board games. Monopoly. Or poker or whatever, you know. Not Monopoly. Yes, Monopoly. Okay, board game Evan. I know Monopoly is a shit board game, okay? But it's still fun to play with friends. Scrabble, yeah, exactly. Like Scrabble, Monopoly Pokers, Scrabble, or whatever. The other thing is, Final Girl, I'll say this to the board game enthusiasts, because I am a board game enthusiast myself. Monopoly is a bad board game, but Monopoly can still be fun. It's all up to the people playing the game, because you can really have fun just joking around and making trades and whatever. Like, what if I give you this for that? No. And you can have fun on the table. So it's a relaxed RNG based stuff, and it could be still good depending on the people that you played with. I like that the screen now is broken because I made it smaller. Look at the frame. Look at the cool frame. And just like...
Hello, Baldrick.
Hey, Cloudwick, how you doing? Relax until someone flips the table. Yeah, as I said, board game haven't played the game with people that are cool. If you play Monopoly with someone that would flip the table, you're playing the wrong game with that person. Uno is a good idea. Poker, Scrabble, Uno, that's like fun, okay? We'll even put Uno before that, because, you know, that's... Uno, we have tiers here. Monopoly, Poker, Scrabble... Yeah, see, so that can be fun. If people like board games, we can have a little segment of doing that. We can even, like, whatever. Yeah, we'll find it out. We're gonna figure out stuff together. You read the rules to Monopoly. You just make them up as you go. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, this is a thing. Chatting, talking over old / cult movies style. If you don't know what that means, MST 3K. But we have to find out like movies that we actually watched on stream as well. Hey Captain Chaos, how you doing? My recommendation for group fun, Love Letter, yeah, that's a good one. Talisman. Would you have any plans for maybe casual community game tourneys? You get to show your gamer skills after chat. Yeah, we can have like multiplayer tournaments. What games could we have that in then? Are you doing that with old VODs, Spider? I think that would be cooler as we maybe got the channel a bit aged. Or we could do that on my when I did 2017, but I'm kind of like, I don't have a good vibe against that, so. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is the one I was gonna add here. Of Fortune and other game shows. I'll just do that in capitalization because I make my own rules. Similar game shows. Been a crazy week with work summits, but ready to sweat my body weight away in today's heat wave. Awesome. I have a calmer time here. So Denmark, don't you be putting that heat over my place. You watch some truly terrible safe movies on the Bennett's channel? Okay. So that's awesome. Yeah, that sounds like fun to do. Sharing is caring. No, not every time. The Stone of Jordan? An SOJ? You mean Diablo SOJ? Jarl? Right? Stop drinking, you'll lose the ability to sweat. There you go. For freedom to do my own thing, okay. Alright. Then we have something more here. Blood Bowl tournament. I haven't really played Blood Bowl. We have to bring in Rick Reckless for that. Hello, Manisk. How you doing? I mean, I can remove the... this is something that I'm gonna do anyway. This thing, I already have this planned. So I can remove this one because it's already stated. So for those who are worrying, yes, there will be more AI battles and probably worms. Just so you know, you don't need to have it there to flood the votes. Yeah, that Microbro soccer game looked like a hoot to play in a tournament. Oh, God. Imagine. No way. No, thank you. Hey, Palorzan, how you doing? Choose your own adventure game book with chat input. Oh, that could be fun. Your own adventure, but chat chooses. Chat chooses their. Chat chooses their adventure. Yeah, I mean that could be fun. A Lara, I thought you said the Lara craft stream. A craft stream, Legos or gun. Yes, I would love to do that. Final girl. Captain Chaos, hook me up with some Lego. But yeah, in the future I would love to do something like that, yeah. You gotta beg a bit, you know. If you want the things done, you gotta beg. We got 11 votes here. Bear in mind, for those who don't know yet, this is a vote about what would you like to see in future Steely community streams. Vote for what you would like to see on future community streams. This will be a vote that will run for at least a week. Maybe I should fix this one. What about tycoon games? Just like I'll just have it there, tycoon games, so we can have a segment for that. I don't know. You can hook me up. You have a basement full of Lego bricks. Oh wow. Is that what just you're giving when you work at a company? Like, here's your Lego bricks. Tycoonery. Buffoonery, tycoonery. Did you miss something? Yeah, I just said this is for future community streams. So, for example, here. Wait. This segment is something that I'm going to have, I think, for now, bi-weekly. Every other Friday, possibly. And we'll figure it out as we go. But I want to have a community-focused stream every now and then. Just to, you know, bring everybody together to be... So I can actually read chat. Catch up, you can ask me questions about whatever. And we can also just have some fun. You can interact with some games that I play, or can actually do multiplayer and stuff. So I just think this is a nice vibe to just like take a little bit of a break. And just, nice, you know? Every release cycle you get new boxes sampled with home. 9 years. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Worms. Is there a way to share the game for viewers to play? Or a tournament as you're suggesting? Well, there's two things. You mentioned worms, right? Worms will probably be happening again. In terms of AI battles, but we could also have like multiplayer worms, but people have to have the game. I don't want to force people to. Maybe am I too much here? I don't want to force people to buy a lot of games, but we can plan ahead. That's kind of the idea here. We can plan ahead a bit if we see what we want to vote for, and if we see, like, let's say this one gets a lot of votes. This one, multiplayer co-op. If this gets a lot of votes, we can start planning together, like, okay, what game do you want to play? What should we do next time? We can start up a game and then people can get their game ready. Same with golf with your friends and stuff like that. So we're basically just planning for future ones. If we're going to do some multiplayer stuff, then we'll take it from there. I'll just say old and bad movies. It looks better on the poll. Okay, I got no more on my own, I think. Yeah, so... do we have another option 13? Or are we good to start this poll out? Transport Tycoon with 20 players and great mini music. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good track. A rogue segment? Yeah, a rogue segment could be good because we can... The thing is... Roguelikes. Every sort of roguelike. Because also remember that I don't plan on just having one. I should say this one. These streams would usually have more than one segment. So vote away. Like, not one thing will happen probably, so... And we can probably switch it up a bit if, let's say that we have like a top 5 things that people want to do, right? top 5 things that people want to do, then we can just like alternate a bit and we'll keep the vote alive, see if people want to do no other stuff. Yeah. Yes, it is the FF7 parade music. Rufus is welcoming. Reach 5 watts. Oh yeah, you don't even need to call it Spider. It happens automatically. So that's pretty cool. It says 0 subs gained. Oh, really? Sag. Okay. One more. Can we do one more thing? We got 13 options. Is that good enough? Could be good enough. It doesn't count resubs. I think it does. I think it worked last time, Spider. We had it for a test segment. Or was that follower stuff? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. We can remember. We have 3. Free subos today. Yeah, okay. Okay. We good? I can start the vote and we have it. I can update the poll and stuff. Racing games and similar ideas. All right. Pinball games. Not my... I don't think so. Not my typical game, so that wouldn't be normal for me. Allow multiple choices. Unlimited multiple choices. Of course. Create poll. I did it! I'll update the poll now. Things you'd like to see on the silly community. On the bi-weekly silly community streams. Here. Does that work now? I've disabled it. Maybe. Yep. There we go. And that should lead you to the straw poll. Okay, and now I can have it in the title as well. So... Paul. So now just say Paul and we can vote there. The phrase bi-weekly is so useful. Either every other week or twice a week. Oh really? Does it mean that? Okay, well. Choose your adventure games or books, Josh. Typical things where you can like, would you like to go here or here? And then the chat can like, I want to go there with my family. It has dual meaning even in the dictionary. What a horrible thing. Let me... every other week on for the... There, I fixed it. What are things you'd like to see every other week for the silly community streams there? There you are. Your options are North, South, and Dennis. Good options. So yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. More tea. Just look at this. This is so cool. This is so heavy as well. I got this tea machine, I call it. I've been enjoying my time with this one. Finally get to treat some tea stuff with myself. By the way, we're going to sit and chat for a bit. Feel free to ask me about anything stream related, life related. Of course, with privacy concerns, but or also ask about if you want some advice, you know. Maybe you're stuck in the ruts, maybe you're not feeling too well and you would like to, hey Golem, what do I do? My hands are tied. I would say, well, you have to untie them with your feet. They say, thank you Golem for your sage advice. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Golem. Okay. What are my thoughts on motorbikes? My thoughts on motorbikes? Ooh, Rogue Games got a lot of votes. Look at this, chat. That's kind of cool. So this is a thing that I would like to do anyway. And I wanted to find an excuse for it. Hold on a second. I'll just break it. I'll break the frame. This is a thing that I would like to do anyway. At one point, go through some of the Rogue games. I thought about going through Rogue games like from the start and going like up chronologically. Choose your own adventure. Yeah, people like that one as well. Looks like people voted for most of the things. People that just want to see me be live. I guess multiplayer racing could have been the same when in golf. Multiplayer racing / golf with friends, I guess. And that's still different enough. Wheel of Fortune, another similar game shows at 7. This is nice. Everybody's voting for stuff. Great. Now I don't know what to do anymore. Look at this pie chart. Everybody wants things. But that's good. Thank you so much for voting already. This is a lot of votes. Thank you. We'll be looking at that again very soon. How dare people want things? It makes us know that it's a good list. It's a good list. It's a good list. Yes, Doom RL of course would be good to play. So we would start with Rogue or whatever and work ourselves up. I love rogues, and I would really at one point I would want to get into Dwarf Fortress just to know how it actually works, you know? We can like learn Dwarf Fortress with Golem. A Golem employability chart. People seem to not vote high for let Golem decide though. 5 votes for let Golem figure out the dumb stuff. People don't believe in me. I can figure out a lot of cool shit. A just chatting stream? No, it's not only that. We're gonna start with that. I'll change it. Chatting about everything. I have the. I can change the bingo is up. Next up, AI battles. But yes, we're just chatting. So loud. I get to decide all the time, so we learn not to trust you. You're right. You're okay, that's fine. You would never dare install Dwarf Fortress? I would love to see some DOS era Lindleys? Dungeon crawl with Golem commentary. What the? What is Lindleys? Maybe just not created to imagine the greatness of your creativity. No, they just... I mean, it's there for people. So what I've kind of assessed from before, in terms of the community streams, a lot of the time, I think, there is a line that you have to bounce on. Like people that are here for the 5 streams for the week. They come here to see the same vibe, you know? Just listen to me say, have funny noises and playing some relaxed RPG or Heroes, whatever, you know? So whenever we change it up, even though it's going to be community focused, some people will be like, this is totally not my jam, and they don't want to participate in that. So there's always a fine place to cross or like to balance things out where it is community inviting and not necessarily not going to be awful for the people that don't want to participate as well. So for example, I like to watch streams maybe when they're doing, for example, What the Dub and things like that. I do not want to participate when I'm watching a stream, because I feel like if I'm playing the game with them, then I have to be there, and I have to really, I mean, you know, don't have to screw it for everybody else, and I have to be fun. And I don't feel like I could be fun every time when I'm watching a stream. Maybe I want to lurk, you know? So I want the viewers to feel that as well, that they can be part of a community stream, but not necessarily feel the need to have to interact, but still feel like, yes, this is cozy. That's why chatting is great. Because chatting, everybody can ask a question. Maybe they haven't had time to do it, or just I ignore your messages when if there's a big stream with a lot of viewers and I'm also very focused on the game, I will miss chat messages. Like the way I run my stream, I don't tend to pause the game to catch up and chat. Some people do that, but I tend to want to play the games and chat along the way. Hey Ennis, man. Vibes and jams, of course. For streams, I only come to very occasionally. When they have a community night, you avoid. Exactly. Yeah, kind of that deal. I like to watch, Josh. I like the voyeurism part. No, but it's just like, I feel like I shouldn't take this place. There's probably other people that want to play. I'm just gonna sit back. And I also feel bad if people don't want to take part at all. So, yeah, there's definitely some parts of community games that can be not as inviting as it sounds. Because inviting in the sense of as a casual viewer, do you want to see somebody struggling to, come on people, join up. Join up. Join up. Or when they do join up, as Spider mentioned, there's going to be like trolls there. So yeah, that's why, for example, let's say this is a cool vibe that could work. Let's say we worked out a multiplayer stream with Neverwinter Nights, where there were some people that wanted to participate and they knew when the stream were happening and they were ready, and then the chat can still be part of watching the community get together, but feel like they don't need to do anything, but they can still enjoy Golem being like interacting with the community, you know? That's a way for people to feel more included, but don't have to do anything, because you can kind of see different sides of everybody. Oh yeah, RimWorld instead of Dwarf Fortress, but the thing is, Dwarf Fortress looks nice and fun. And RimWorld looks good too, but it's one of those games that has the UI of way too much things at the screen, and I like retro. I'm a big retro fan. Hey, Apple. How you doing? Dwarf Forge is one I want to try. The presumed learning curve stops you from diving in. Exactly. Gotta build up some points. Watching Star Trek Next Generation. Awesome. 1 AM. You are also more of a game watcher than a player, so yeah. I love both, but for me it's sort of like I categorize them sometimes. For example, my brother tended to play Resident Evil games, so I just watched my brother play Resident Evil, so I never played them myself. So like, okay, so my brother just took care of Resident Evil games, and I was able to watch him play the game. So I never had the desire to play the game myself, because he did that. So I like to watch him play Resident Evil. And I did other things. So for me, like, I choose certain things that I like to watch and certain things that I like to play myself. But now that I'm streaming a lot of games, and also I'm on Twitch for most part of my time, there's a lot of varied content that I like to show off again for the first time myself, and also what I tend to watch as well. You stress yourself out with time. I only have an hour or two, not playing an RPG now, and I watch someone on Twitch for 4 hours instead. Yeah, so that is a thing, Mystical Machine Gun. That's the same reason why we, us dumb people, I relate to you, Mystical, in that I never watch a movie. Because I'm watching a movie means that I have to commit 2 hours of my time. But what do you do instead? You watch YouTube and you watch a series of videos, and suddenly you've been sitting there for 2 to 3 hours and you could have watched a movie. But it's the idea of the commitment that keeps people away from actually deciding to do a thing. That's the same thing with having 1 or 2 hours and not being able to commit to a new game. Feeling like I don't have enough time for this. But also when you have like 4 to 5 hours of time, sometimes you don't even commit to it when you have enough time, because maybe it sounds like, oh, I don't know, should I commit all this time to that video game? So you're making a thing grandiose for the wrong reasons. For example, another thing that's similar to that is that I used to go to some martial arts classes back in the day. Jiu-jitsu, MMA, a little bit MMA, just 2 weeks. MMA kicked my ass. But the thing is, it happened like in the evening time, like at 9 p.m., 8 and 9 p.m. So what I hated, I was so bad at managing time. So I had like school and work sometimes. And then I had to sit like 3 to 4 hours doing nothing. And I couldn't commit to anything. Because I knew that my day is not over, I have to do this soon. So I don't want to commit to this because I can't complete this. So I just, and eventually I had to quit the classes because I just hated the time gap. If I can have my day the way I want them, I want to start at 7 a.m., which is what I do now. Like, start in the morning, exercise either before whatever I have to do, or right after what I have to do. Get everything out of the way, then I have an evening of free time. I don't like gaps. You know? That's just me as a person. I'm better now at managing time, but I'm still bad at it. You're understandable for your perps. You like haven't been able to play video games in a while. This sucks. Oh, hey, free time. Let's watch on Twitch. Exactly. We're the same. It's about commitment. What do you call it? It's decision. I had a word for it earlier. Decision paralysis. I made a new term. No, but yeah, we understand why. We tend to go into things that are easily inviting and feel like they're not, oh yeah, I can just do this for a little while. This is also the reason For example, if you have a grand movie, let's say you never watched Lord of the Rings, right? Fear of commitment. Fear, yeah. Well, it could be. For example, let's say you never watched Lord of the Rings, and you feel like, okay, I should be ready. I should soon watch Lord of the Rings. I need some time, and I'm gonna watch Lord of the Rings. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna have popcorn. It's gonna have soda. It's gonna be amazing, okay? And then you feel like, this is not the time. I don't feel ready. What you end up doing is watching a shitty movie just because, yeah, this movie is whatever, I don't need to focus on it. So you put the movie on. The movie is like rated 50%, 5 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes shit. And you watch the whole movie because you started. And when you start, you tend to continue. Right? And then you realize, I could have just watched Lord of the Rings now. Yeah, I like watching the same movie 10 times or same series. That's also known as the... oh, have you seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit? Yes, I have. But I should see Lord of the Rings again, because I haven't seen Lord of the Rings in quite a while. Like, I mean, like, 10 years. Yes, there was this recent study. Well, sloppy research. But this is true. Like, the reason why people tend to watch, there's like a subclass, a subhuman class of people. No, just comfort zone watching, right? So people on Netflix, the rise of Friends. How insanely popular Friends became, even after the fact, right? People watch Friends on repeat all over in the background. Just watch Friends, put it on when they sleep, put it on when they do stuff. There's Friends. And the reason why is just that it's cozy and it's predictable and you get to know the people, so it's nice. So people just have it as a comfort zone that makes them feel safe and happy. It's just like doing the things that makes your day, you know? So that's also kind of with Twitch, but not only nostalgia, because new people watch them. I know people that are much younger than me that watch Friends a lot. It's actually just like the vibe. And there's so many episodes, and then just like they have it in the background, do whatever. They sit on their phones and they have Friends on, and that just goes on forever. And it's cozy. Same thing can happen with anything. What else? Like Monty Python for us idiots, old guys, you know? You only finally watched the Lord of the trilogy? Just a month or two ago. It was a great time. Yeah, I really need to see some more Sean Bean. I'm trying to learn his accent. You watched Lord of the Rings once, Spider, and I watched them back to back. Oh, that reminds me, Spider. Back when the third movie came out, Lord of the Rings, me and two friends of mine... Sean Bean's accent equals dead. True. Only rivaled by Christopher Lee. There's still more than him, I think. But yeah, so I went to a showing of all three movies when the third one came out. That was 9 hours, I think. I can't imagine doing that again. Like, I hate going to the cinema. I hate going to the cinema now. I don't even want to sit for 3 hours. I want to be home and pause. I want to be home, make dinner, and pause the game to go to the toilet. The game, the movie. Come back, make popcorn myself, and chill out. Maybe spill some chocolate on my shirt. Waste 5 minutes frantically trying to wash off the chocolate. That's my life. I like that. Yeah, I like 9 hours. You're more of a put on that 70s show kind of guy? Yeah, but that's kind of the deal. We have all our own things. As I said, Friends is a typical one. Monty Python is a typical one. You said that 70s show.
Spill my drink.
You spill my drink. For me, I tend to put on Faulty
I
Towers.
spill my drink.
And what else do I... Seinfeld. Seinfeld is big for me. Seinfeld is my friend's thing. I watched Seinfeld's probably 3 times total. All the episodes, mostly. I spilled my chocolate, not my drink. You can only do 1 to 2 episodes of Seinfeld at a time. Yeah, for me, I just love the vibe of Seinfeld. That's also been the thing that I loved since I was young. It was called Happy Hour on the television. When you came home from school, there was the Happy Hour with like 3 to 4 shows in a row. Just comedy shows, and Seinfeld was one of them. Scrubs is your feel-good background show. So yeah, so everybody has this feel-good background show. Feel-good is the good word for it. Feel-good. So it's, as I said, like it's a cozy, it's comfortable, it's predictable, and you get to know the characters, which makes you feel a little bit cozy and happy, you know? Same thing with a lot of content creators that you watch. You tend to vibe with them. So, for example, there's probably some content creators either on YouTube or Twitch that you watch for a long time. And if they have a very, like, a typical shtick where they just update you on what they think about movies, what they think about games, and what happened to them recently, why they have to take a break, why they're coming back. After, like, 5 years of that, you tend to just want to put on their content just to feel like, yeah, I'm just hanging out with my boy. Hanging out with my creator, you know? It's nice. I do that with some of the people that I watch. Unfortunately, not everybody's that active anymore, but definitely thing that has affected my mindset. My personality has been mimicked in some way to the people that I watched for so long. Are you my creator? Maybe in the future I will be your crutch. Or crush even. Hanging out with the Boner Army at Twitch. yeah. I mean, whatever people will desire. And I will keep streaming for a while. If you were so inclined to have the casual and cozy vibe with me, I am very humbled by that. And thank you so much. But yeah. I just think that's a thing that we as people tend to use, and the more you are kind of not saying this to be offensive in any regard, but because this applies to me. Like I'm very much often alone. I am not lonely, but I'm often alone, and I take comfort in my own home and myself, you know? And then you just make up what you want to have as an additional sort of a social or like comforting aspect. And for me, just listening to another person that I've been listening to for a while, having them update me on what they think is cozy. It's comfortable for me. Dude. Yeah, about to mention that, Gazak. Being comfortable in your own company is a good thing. And, you know, for people that seem to be more introverted. And this is a topic that people seem to throw around a bit. I'll just explain a little bit more about introvert, extrovert. So people, because I was at another stream and they felt like you had to be one or the other. And they didn't also grasp exactly what an introvert is. So basically, most people are a mix of introvert and extrovert. There is a thing called a middle way. But that's technically just being difficult with everybody. I think it's called a mesovert, which means a mix between the two. A good mix between this. Ambivert, thank you, Final Girl. Ambivert. Ambivert, but the thing is, we don't use that term because it overcomplicates things to the layman. So, introvert definition basically is that, well, first of all, you think that you tend to keep to yourself, but also the important aspect of being an introvert is that do you get energy by being with yourself or your loved one, or do you feel energized when you are out and about. You know, that sort of recharge. How do you recharge? So like extroverts tend to feel like they would party, they would go to after parties, they just like to be with people and they feel comfortable doing that, and that gives them some sort of life energy. Meanwhile, an introvert, if they're out on a party, they tend to slowly diminish their energy. They get tired of being around people and then they long to get home to comfort. And it doesn't need to be all alone, but it means that you want to be with somebody that you are very comfortable with just being kind of alone with, like a partner or a family. So knowing that, first of all, people are usually a mix of introvert extrovert, and the other thing is that it's more about how do you recharge and feel comfortable with yourself. Hi Corvus, how are you doing? So for example, me, I'm mostly an introvert, but I tend to like to make a fool out of myself. Like I like to be on stage, and I'm a streamer now, so... But the thing is, I like to perform, I like to be a goof, I need to be a joker, but I don't stay long at parties, because I feel like I almost get the urge to just bail, you know, after a while. I'm like, thank you for me, I'm gonna go ahead and peace out. I just get enough, and I just long to get home, and I'm just thinking about, oh, imagine just buying pizza on my way home, and then putting on a show, and just as I'm ready, I'm going to get all my clothes off, and then just put on the show and eat the pizza, and like, yes! I'm just imagining the best way to end the day. I'm not imagining like, oh, we're going to do an after party and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to fall asleep on your couch, you know, it's going to, That's like the worst for me. I'm like, can I please enjoy my pizza when I'm falling asleep to my show? I'm good, Lars. Hope you're well as well. Perhaps the problem is the whole being shy or being outgoing got looped into the definitions. Yeah, because that is not necessarily part of the definitions at all. Introvert and extrovert. It's not about being shy. It's just like a correlation that usually one would possibly be more shy in extroverted, but it doesn't mean that it's a thing. Mostly introvert extrovert moments, says Corvax. Yeah, Corvus. For too much time at parties, you do the brave Sir Robin. Run away, exactly. Remember to run away, as brave Sir Robin did. Brave Sir Robin ran away. You think about leaving the party just as it starts? Yeah. Final girl, what I tended to do usually when I was out partying more in my university days, I tended to love the we usually had vorspiels like before parties, before we go out to the town. And that's the best because it's basically like it's a bunch of people talking and chatting and like drinking lightly. And then I get to know people, I get to learn about their stories, and we get to talk more, the music isn't too loud. And then they say like, oh, it's time to beat this place, it's time to go out in the town. Like, I know this is good. I'm just saying like, oh, wait, this is fun. Can't we stay here and chat? This was lovely. And then they go out and they boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I'm out of here. That happened every time. Every time. Yes, glad midsommar till deg òg, Lars. That is you at parties, Cam Chaos. I usually make what we in Denmark call a Houdini, just disappear at some point. A Houdini. Yeah, you Houdini the way. I love that one. Sometimes it hits for you super hard, Josh. Like I'm just entering a nightclub. Sometimes I'm like, this is great. This is bad. Yeah. Yeah, if it's calm, it can work. It can work, but it really depends on the vibe. Almost any term that ends up very popular gets bent to confusion. Passive aggressive. which people think seems to mean snarky these days. Ah, yeah. If someone gets me angry about something and I express my annoyance at what they've done, they call me passive-aggressive. I'm like, that wasn't passive nor aggressive. I'm being bluntly assertive. Well, that's also... That sounds like you're also being passive-aggressive when you're saying that. I'm being bluntly assertive, madam. No. But I get that. You value your hearing more than you value being in a place with far too loud music. Also very good idea. You tend to consider yourself introverted with how I don't usually engage conversation with people that I don't know very well. But I'm the most extroverted introvert I know when it comes to talking non-stop. And comforting groups of people I trust or have interest in. Are you me? No, so I definitely feel this is very much me as well, Shiny. I tend to want to retract to my own abode. Like, there's nothing else that I value more than my own abode, but also like being able to take care of my friendships and making sure that they're okay, and also being like, when I am out of my home, I tend to want to be the Joker, the entertainer that you see on the screen right now. I love to crack jokes. I love to make people laugh. Making people laugh is kind of the thing that I've had all my life that I wanted to do. There's just like yesterday I was out playing disc golf. Like, for me, being able to just have the funny reactions and making people laugh, that is my core. Even as an introvert, I have an interest of doing that with people. And performing, you don't necessarily have to be an extrovert to perform for things, because it is an activity to do, and you have your own command over it. It's not really that much about being part of a crowd, because performing, for example, in front of a crowd or whatever, you're still by your own, let's say. Hence why a lot of entertainers have been introverts as well. Like our good, lovely Robin Williams. How big is Midsummer in Norway? It is big in Norway, but it tends to be really big on the younger crowds. So, yeah, a lot of drinking. A lot of drinking and partying. A lot of cleaning up to do. Yeah, you also think the same way, Soda? Look at that, learning something by listening to people who may know something more than me about something. Yeah. Nice. Sweden smells like a vomit for a week after midsummer. You're an introvert, Camcast. Love being at home recharging, but I do also love to perform at my job, where I interact with many people and train. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's nice to be on the job. But for example, Camcast, it's like, it's good to be there and perform and do your daily work, but could you imagine after work? They say like, oh, we're just gonna stay at work and have some drinks and talk after a day of work. And you know that it's gonna be 4 more hours of work. Do you think like, okay, you know what? I also want to come home soon and chill out. Because the extrovert part will be like, oh, hell yeah. You know? Yes, we're all social, that is true. And that's why it's a difficult thing to grasp as well, the introvert-extrovert thing. Because we are social as humans. We thrive on community. And like, even when you retract from the community, you still... Everybody loves feeling loved. You know, everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants to feel like they have a purpose. They're respected. That's just normal human nature. And if you don't feel that way, then you're already considered to have difficulties with your own, well, other difficulties that needs to be taken care of. Yeah, you would quickly make that, screw you guys, I'm going home. Those weekend travels to a spa with work? Oh, really? Do they have that? Wow, that sounds, in my opinion, amazingly posh. A weekend travel to spa with work. Oh God. I'm not saying that sounds like a great thing to have if you value such things, and that seems like a very good thing that the work would give you. But imagining that if I would say that to my usual crowd, like, it's a weekend spa with work, you know, where you just sit there. It's a thing. You're very picky with who you sign up to spend time with, Spider. For most people, I just rather skip meeting up unless there's a good reason. Yeah, and that's also why you people haven't seen a lot of videos on the Stealthygolem channel, because Spider just don't want to play games with me. So it's only 2 a week we can do. No, I'm joking.
Ooh, you suck.
Hey, fuck you. Turk or lurk?
None of them can be seen.
You just claimed that you were a Turk. The boo wasn't for me? No, I'll take it. I'll take it. I think I deserve a boo. You're an introvert and I worked as security for a bit. Says Perps, I don't mind greeting people or nicely telling them they need to stop or leave or something, but man, you dread when people want to have actually conversations with me. Yeah, exactly. And you can look as tough as you want to look. But having muscles and looking tough does not mean that you're a comfy guy with social everybody and have you don't necessarily have the power in that regard, do you? Yeah, we hate each other, so there's only so much acting we can take. But man, does my acting skill increase. Did you see that stream we did earlier? Woo! Seemed like we were having a good time. No, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. Me and Spider, we still love to goof with new games. We constantly try to make videos because we want to do it, because it's fun to hang out. It's our excuse to hang out. All in a day's work. Yo! Look at that! Tick the boxes!
Subscribers!
Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, Captain Chaos. Subs! That's 2 bingo parts already. What did you get? That's someone gifted a sub and gained 5 subs. Oh, nice. No, we didn't. We don't have the ability yet, do we, Spider? Do they not give us that yet? I'm gonna check right away. We have 104 subs, and we should have... The requirements are basically... the requirements are... Have a profile picture and a panel picture and have 100 subs and be older than 30 days. It should be there. But I think they're just a bit lazy with adding it. You can do it now, Spider! We can do it! It's there! You can have the pleasure. Spider, you can have the pleasure of doing that. Look. Spider's the one that works the hardest for the channel. She's doing all the thumbnails. She's doing now... I usually did the video edits, but now Spider's doing all the video edits. And I'm just basically... I'm taking the things that are left over if she wants to. So Spider is the MVP for the channel. There we go! Look at that! Nice! Look at that link. Ain't that a beaut? Spider's the brains and Golem is the looks. Oh no, that's not true. Spider is the looks. Golem is the goof. So it's Pinky and the brain. No, I'm Pinky, she's the brain. What a good example, actually. Pinky and the Brain. Because I'm like an idiot. Just making weird noises, and she's actually planning. Soon enough, she will be running a second webcam and replace you. How's the vote going? For those who wondered, we just had to talk about what we'd like to do in future community streams, and I think it's soon about time to continue on with the stream. Coffee bucks!
That coffee smells great. I grind my own beans.
I grind my own beans. Thank you for the 15 coffee bucks. Captain Chaos, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. 15 coffee bucks. Whatever will we do with that? Spider, let's buy a new game. A new football game. Football Manager for all those 15 bucks. It wasn't 2 a.m. here. I'd have a cup of coffee. 2 a.m. Yeah. Yeah. Spider's the Taskmaster and Golem is the Rock. It's Spider fake bear. We don't need Golem anymore. Yeah, they don't need me anymore. Yeah, but also I like to just say a little bit about. I've never not talked much about how we got our channel started or something, but. Basically, when I was newer to streaming for about a year ago, close to a year ago, I just went more into retro channels and I discovered Spider Cookie's channel. And the cool thing is that, like, just being around each other's streams a bit and enjoying content, and suddenly I get a raid from Spider, and now she was watching my content, and then you're just chatting with each other, and then suddenly, like, just random chatting and spending time, and then to come to this point where we're basically having a YouTube channel together and we're very friendly and we chat a lot. Like, it's so weird because I would never imagine being able to get such a good community out of streaming, and I thought it was like an individual, and I treated it streaming, at least back in 2017, as an individual thing where I just did my own thing and hopefully people would watch me. But now streaming is pretty much a community and building friendships. And one of my most prized people are online nowadays. And it's sort of weird to get used to that, but there is definitely truth to that. A lot of cool things can happen, people. So for example, that's a message for you two in chat, like viewers. Like, there's a lot of people that I see on different streams, other viewers, chat people. And for you as well, I would presume, a lot of people that are in retro and similar. It's nice to be able to treasure seeing the same people over and over again. And even though we have this thing called parasocial relationship, where basically we don't have the exact, like, same human friend interaction as the physical world has, then we can still treasure those people. And I think allowing yourself to see the value in the chat people, I think is great for you as a person continuing to, at least in this world where we live in a very internet-focused place. The social place is internet. More and more. Less and less outside. So the more we're able to appreciate the people that we have online and treat them as friends regarding the understanding the principles of what a parasocial relationship could be, it still could be a great relationship. It doesn't mean that you can't develop a normal relationship, a normal internet relationship, into something more. So yeah, just like some good old sage advice from my end, what I've learned is that you can definitely make your own social circle online, even if you couldn't make it offline. Parasocial is a myth. We all know chat and Golem is one very real happy friend group. Yeah, it is. We all go and have burgers with each other. Hey, Mother of Noctis, how are you doing? Thank you for the host and figured host Mystical Machine Gun. Streaming is great with networking and not just in terms of business growth. Yeah, having other people there makes everyone happy. yeah, you know, it's important. Retro Club. Yay, you changed it to Retro Club instead of Cult, Dragon Smoke. What happened? I shamed Dragon Smoke into saying club, and now I feel bad. This is the voting for now. Yeah, the thing is, there is a skewed version of parasocial, but what I'm saying, personally, is that as long as you understand, if you have perspective, and you're able to reflect on what your current situation is with another person, and maybe you can even talk about it, or possibly be able to talk about it, then you know where you are and you can go from there healthily. This is the current voting so far for future silly compute streams. Yeah, there's the link to the vote. You can just say, for anybody that wonders, it could just say Paul. This vote will be up for 1 to 2 weeks, maybe. So we'll get a good vibe of what people would maybe want to see. And just to let you know, most likely, there will be more than one segment. So if they're like top 3 here, I'll probably go through them a little bit. Yeah, I maybe want to claim it. Okay, I should. I've never done it though. But I thought about doing it so I can, like, if I had community putting in their own there.
My drink.
Hey Dan, good to see it. But yeah, it's fine though. There she goes again, telling the streamer what to do. Good job, moderator. The people that I know most in the world that hates mods are Appleb. Kami. Having an account is handy, also allows you to find your old posts. Oh really? Nice. Momerator. You hate the power of the moderators, not the moderators themselves. But if moderators don't have power, are they truly moderator? Or are they only orator? $14 votes for Rogue Games. Ooh, that could be fun. Choose your own adventure, Tycoon Games. This is very split across the board, though. Look at the pie. Look at the pie chart. Look at the pie chart. It's very split. Everybody wants to see everything. I didn't see the new footage from Diablo 4. I tend to figure out that when it comes out. I didn't see anything of Diablo Immortal either. I tend to wait until things are out. Because I don't believe in any footage shown. Alright. Good. Well, it's true, right? Just use a spinning wheel at the end there. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, but it's nice to know for people what to expect and such. You're more excited about Path of Exile 2? Oh, they're making a second Path of Exile. Hi, Elfalpo. This is funny. I like to see the pie chart growing. But it's growing more equally, so it's not really growing in that sense. You borderline despise mods. Often gets in the way of the vanilla. Oh, we were talking about moderators. Like in chat. I thought you said, like, I hate mods on Twitch. But yeah, you meant like for the vanilla, for Dagger for Unity stuff? Well, it's because I already played the game. So it's like, if it's a community vibe, we can just try different things. Basically, what I'd like to... The idea about many of these things are that, or is that, I want to kind of have a recurring segment, right? I want to have a segment that we can like expect. So something that could keep running for a bit. And I just wanted to have things on the table that is a thing that we could keep running for a bit. For example, like having raw games every community stream as a segment could be cool. We could just start playing them and people can learn. They don't like, okay, the community streams, we just joke around and play some raw games. We let Golem figure out dumb shit. We do multiplayer co-op, maybe Diablo Neverwinter Nights, so people can know what to expect when there's a community stream. Wheel of Fortune, other game shows, yeah. Things that could last for more than one stream. Now we change it to a borderline despise mods often have a huge ego and think they run the place. They do think they run the place, though. I also hate mods. It's perfectly fine. You hate mod earn art. I think do you guys want to continue on some content? Maybe do some AI battles. But I have to take a short leak and stuff first. I know it's only been under 2 hours, but if we're going to move on to some new content, we might as well just take a short break before we get that running. Need to change the stream settings anyway, right? Content, yeah, actually content. I think we should. Okay? Golem is leaking. I'm leaking. My golem juice. Alright? So we got some AI battle things coming up soon. Feel free to keep voting. The golem juice. What's wrong with that? You just said it. Golem juice. It's just blood. Golem blood. The golem juice. What's wrong with that? Refill time. Need more coffee to sweat out. Yeah, sweat out some coffee. Okay, I'll do it. I'll set up for the next part. So I'll be right back. And we can play some, or not play some, we can watch some games. I have something prepared that I hope you'll think is fun. I think it will be fun to see. So hold on a second. Be right back.